Hello, I'm CodeExtra and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create password generator in JavaScript. I know you must have seen this a lot in websites when you try to sign up and Google will give you suggestion that you should generate a strong password. Yes, we are going to be doing something like that in this video. So what I have here with me is just a simple HTML form and also a styles the CSS, just a simple styling. And to check this out, you can simply just right click and open with live server, which I've already done. And this is it. This is just the simple form I have. Or if you don't have live server installed, you can go to this extension and look for extension called live server. Yeah. Or you search it, then install it. Well, or if you can't install it, just copy the parts, then go to your browser and paste it there. So first of all, to get started, I will be creating my JavaScript file called app.js. So the first thing is I want to, since I will be generating a password, so to generate a password, I will need letters, numbers, and some symbols, right? So I'll be writing them down like this. So this is alphabet. This variable contains alphabet, both capitalized and lowercase, and this contain numbers and this contain some symbols generally. So the first thing I will be doing is that I will be creating variable that will show me the numbers of alphabets that my password should contain and the numbers of numbers and the numbers of symbols. So I'll be using let number of alphabet. So I will prefer 10 alphabet. Then the number of numbers, I don't want too much numbers, so I will just go with 4. So for this, I will just go with 5. Let's say the number of symbols should be 5. I can just leave the numbers of number to be 4 so that the total character of my password will be 20, right? So the next thing is I will create an array called password. Yes, this is where our password will be stored before we output it in our HTML file. So the first thing I will do is that I want to randomly get 10 alphabets in this alphabet variable and input it into this array. And for me to do that, for me to get a random alphabet from this, and the best way to use is alphabet. I will use my square braces, then I will specify the index. But right now I can't just add code any index. It will keep generating the same thing for me. So to make it easy, I will use a function called Math.random, which is in JavaScript. So I want to generate random, but in JavaScript, Math.random will only give us a number starting from 0 to 0.99, right? So, but that's not what I want. I want something that will give me number that will start from 0 till the end of the length of this alphabet. So to do it, I will say math.random, then multiply the value by the length of the variable, which I will say alphabet.length, right? So if I try to do this, let me just copy this and let's log it to the console and see what we have. So if I go to my browser and I open the console using F12, okay, there won't be anything in the console because I forgot to link my JavaScript file with my HTML. So I'll go down to my body and link it ASAP. So this is done now. Definitely I should see something in my console. Yes, I saw 2.33. Once I refresh again, I will see another number, 10 point. Once I refresh again, the more I refresh, I will be getting different numbers. but I don't want a decimal point because no index is a decimal point. So to do this for me, for me to do this, I will use a function called floor, which is gotten from the math module, math.floor, that will round it up, that will round the value up for me. Let's see. For us to be able to get it, it's just giving me some random numbers right now, 36, 29, 46, and the rest. But what if we try to just log in or log to the console the alphabet dot length? What we have 52. That means this function here, what we did here, we never generate 52 for us. And this is basically what we want, right? We don't really want 52 to be part of it. So this is good. Then I will just copy this since we understand it. I will cut it, then remove the console. Then inside this, I will just paste this here. But this is not really what we want. We want our alphabet, then want to generate that random. Oh, sorry, it's already there. Pardon me. So with this alphabet, and want it to generate any of the value in the index provided here. So whenever I log into the console now, alphabet, I'll be seeing different. Oh, I'm supposed to log this into the console, not the alphabet in general. Yes, I'll be seeing different things. Different values will be logged, and this is exactly what I want. Okay, that's very good. Okay, after we've gotten this part, now we want to find a means of pushing the different alphabets we're getting 10 times into this password array. And how do we do this? We can do this using the while loop. We can say while the alphabet dot length, which is the length of the alphabet, is still greater than 0, or no, not alphabet dot length, rather while the number of alphabets, number of alphabets, not number of number, alphabet is still greater than 0, we want password dot push, and I want this to be pushed. I want a letter. Let me just say letter. Let's say letter equal to this. So I want to be pushing each of the letter into the array, and at each iteration I'll be decreasing the values of alphabet. If you don't add this, the while loop will keep running and it will crash the browser, which we don't want to happen. So after this, let's see what our password will look like. Yes, we have 10 different alphabets which are generated randomly, and this is actually what we really want. So we are going to be doing the same for numbers and the same for symbol. So I will go down here and say while number of numbers is greater than 0, rather not less than, I will say let number equal to number, that's numbers, then the math.floor, then I use math.random, then multiply by numbers dot length. All right, once this is done, then I will say password dot push, or I'll push the number, and once this is done, I have to decrement the number value, right? So and I will do it also for the symbol. So to make it easier for me, I'll just copy it. After pasting it now, I'll just change most of the things. So this will be numbers of symbols, and I'll just say symbol here. Then I'll push the symbol. Then this will be symbols, which is the symbol variable here, Math.floor, Math.random. Then this will be symbol dot length, symbols dot length. Yes, then I will decrement the number of symbol. Yes. So once I save this and I head over to my browser, yes, I have my 20 password generated. And look at it here. Now you might think we are done, but we are actually not done, because whenever I save this and I reload, I will only get an array. We need a string, not actually an array, right? So for us to get a string, the way we can get a string is using the method join to join the elements in the array together as a string. And once this is done, we will just go to our browser and refresh. Now we are getting different password, but the issue is that alphabet always come first, followed by numbers, then followed by the symbol. We don't want this. We want it to be random. Then how do we make it random? So we can make it random before we join it, and we can use the sort method in array. So this is what I would do. I will say password dot sort. So I will be creating a function which will sort it for me, which is 0.5 minus math.random. So it will sort it in random form for me. But since this is returning just a single line of code, I will just do it like this. Yes, this is it. All right, so once we do this, let's try to log into the console our password again. Then I will try to join it. So now if I go to my browser and keep refreshing, you notice how it's being mixed up now, and this is how we are being able to generate our password. So to use it on this our website, now I will have to get hold of the button. So basically we have just single button, right? So let me just give it an ID called btn. So I will go to my app and just say btn and say document dot get element by ID, and the element is btn. And also I need to get hold of the input for the password, which has an ID of password. So I'll also do like this. I will name it pwd so that it can be easy. Password. So okay, pwd rather. All right, so what I'll be doing here is I'll be saying btn dot add event listener. So I'll be adding an event listener called click, which once it's been triggered, what it should do is it should populate password dot inner text should be equal to our password generated. Our password generated should be this. Let me just say password generated and get equal to, so equal to our password generated. So let me save this and let's see how it looks like. Once I refresh it and click on generate password, okay, nothing is doing. Let's look at it and fix the issue. Okay, I've gotten the issue. It's not supposed to be inner HTML, it's supposed to be password.value. Yes, that's what it's supposed to be. And once I refresh and click generate password, you can see password has been generated. And if I really want to see the password that has been generated, I can, before populating it, I can just say password dot type. I will change it for being password to text. So once I click generate, you see the password generated. Once I click the generate, the password has been generated already. This is simply how to generate password using JavaScript. And if we want it to be more dynamic, if you notice, once I click on generate here, no password is being generated anymore. If we want it to be more dynamic like that, we'll go to our code and try to copy. We'll try to create a function that will do all the things so that the function will run each and every time we click on the button. So this is what I will be doing. So I will copy almost all of my codes. So I'll be creating a function called generate password. So in this function, I'll be pasting all the codes. Now this will return, this function will return the password.join. So I can just be I will be able to get it here by saying I will do it inside the click button by saying let password generated be equal to generate password. So by doing this way, whenever I click the button, new text will be added. So once I refresh now and click on generate password, click on it again, the more I click on it, the more new passwords are generated. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time.